Hello, welcome to the fourth dimension. My name is Maria. I am your Sherpa. A couple people have been emailing me or commenting me going, what the hell is a Sherpa? A Sherpa is just a guide for uncharted territory. And I am the fourth dimension's Sherpa. I'm the only Sherpa on this station, so you're stuck with me, sorry. I'm here to help you navigate each week through your zodiac sign, through the gift of tarot, what you can anticipate coming up, what you're going to be facing, some challenges ahead, those sorts of things. My hope is that you will leave here hopefully enlightened, maybe with some guidance, some intuitive direction, so to say, and you will have a little bit more preparation to the week's outcomes. All right, I'm going to do something a little different. Of course, you know how I am. I'm going to try to pull from two different decks for an oversight and then lean in a little bit with tarot cards. This is for Pisces. Pisces, this is for the week of the 24th through the 30th, the final week before we walk into April, and what I hear is to be a pretty horrendous retrograde. I'm so looking forward to it. Man, this is where all your exes show up and want to reconcile. So I can only imagine what what all the tarot readers are going to say this week. I'm sure hoping this will be a financial read. There's a couple people that are like, could you please do a financial read? I'm like, man, I sure would if the cards would let me. If you're new to the channel and you found me, even if you don't have Pisces in your chart, you just tripped over this message, welcome. You're more than welcome. I believe that nothing happens on this planet by mistake. Everything's a lesson, and there's something in it for you. That being said, if you're a Pisces and it doesn't resonate, don't get butthurt. I love you all. Mwah. Seriously, but if it doesn't and you want a personal read, or if it makes too much sense and you want more details, feel free to email me at fourthdimensiontarot@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to schedule a personal read. I'm doing them up until about, I say, maybe mid-June, end June. And I'm going to take a little time off. I'm going to do one more roll, please. This is for Pisces. Whoa, y'all saw that, right? That was crazy. It's a three of wands. All right, so 3 of wands here. This goes here, this goes here. Ooh, this looks great, actually. Pisces, I'm kind of excited for you. So far, so good. And a couple people have said, you know, like, if I were a professional, which I'm not, this is a hobby, y'all. I loved it. I absolutely love this. I would love to do this for a full time, but it's just me and the dog right now. So you get what you get right off my iPhone. So this is all filmed on an iPhone, and I just upload it. I need 2 more. Thank you. And this is landed on its side, so it's a question. All right. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Oh, Pisces. You have a couple of overall vibes happening here. We have, and I take nothing out of context. So I have broken in the reverse. So you're getting over a significant love, actually, where you were shattered, heartbroken, and felt like desperate or destroyed. And it's now you're coming out of that. I feel like you are actually loving life. You are looking at somebody, either yourself or somebody else, at the mistakes made in this past relationship, and you either they're coming back to talk to you about it because it is the retrograde. Yeah, I just said that. But you clearly have left this behind. And right behind the world, I also have the 5 of wands. This is what you're leaving behind. A lot of arguing, fighting, just negative connotation. So I think you're going to leave some of this behind. You are walking into a new chapter. I think, Pisces, you are... Look at this. This is pretty impressive. You are a bit, you're struggling. I got to be strong. I got to be honest with you. You're not quite out of the woods. You're fantasizing, daydreaming, and imagining this relationship, and you are trying to move on. That's why I pulled 2 cards, because it's a very clear indicator about what you're fantasizing about. Is either moving on with this person together, I think it is, because you have a celebratory card there. I think you're kind of stuck, Pisces. That's my first feeling. And you're trying to reconcile with this person. Yeah, that's what I believe. Somebody's resistant or maybe you're acting as a secret admirer. Somebody's spying on you, wanting to redo this, wanting to have a conversation, wanting to have a conversation. Reveal. I can't make it up. What does it say? It says, I want to tell you the truth. So Pisces, either somebody's coming forward to you or you're having a conversation, but the Three of Wands and the Four of Swords is somebody sat in a period of meditation right here and came up with some, I guess, ideas of where this went awry or fell apart. But there was a collapse, and this person's kind of gathering that they may have had something to do with it, and they're going to come forward. They made the decision. That's 2, so we're on 3. So this person is planning the right time and trying to be successful in, I think, coming back. And I am going to clarify, because I see the world, but I don't see a wheel. And I don't see a fool. So when I don't see a wheel and a fool, I don't think you've made a decision to move forward in a new chapter. And it could be you. Take it as it resonates. Forgive me, because several of you, I'll get the same amount of emails. I've left the asshole behind me. I've never taken the person back. I'm leaving. And then I'll get this other group of folks that are like, God, I wish you came back. Or that's me, or whatever. So take it as it resonates, okay? So I just read energy. So when this energy comes off as guilt, remorse, shame, it might be you identifying where you went wrong in this relationship and you wish you could do it again. It might be this person saying, I screwed up, I own it, I want to talk about it, wanting to revisit this conversation. There's several of you that are like, I know about all the mistakes, even though you weren't owning them, and I'm still moving on. Goodbye, period, right? The world. Which is the overall vibe. Again, there was an ending, and that's what we're talking about here. Whew, like, there's a lot. But in the center of your read, I have the mistakes and broken. So somebody is actually taking ownership of their challenges or problems, and they do feel broken. They feel like they can't, their heart is shattered. I feel shattered about the situation, and this is misunderstood, victim, and lost soul. So that's a lot. Like that, lost soul and victim and misunderstood. I feel, and I got this last week, maybe for you as well. If somebody comes back, I just need to say this out loud. If somebody comes back and says, it was a misunderstanding. It wasn't. This was pre-planned. It wasn't a misunderstanding. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call it as I see it. Somebody, I think, is repetitively knocking on your door to have a conversation to get you to change your mind, or you are. To your person, and we need to own it and quit hiding behind it's them misunderstanding you, when the reality was you intended to do something to hurt the relationship, to step out of the relationship, I want to say, and take this risk, and that's not okay. I do believe I might be speaking to a male, strong Pisces in their chart, because I think that, or it could be you are the Queen of Cups, right? And they want to be victorious with you, or the Queen of Cups wants to be victorious with you. Again, I get the sense it could be both. It's not really clear. It's just depending on the energy that I'm pulling off the card. Seriously, it's just more like maybe a 50-50. So some guys recognize that their female partner stepped out on them, and they're saying it was a misunderstanding. And I feel like there was a serious disrespect. Some of this is family argument. Some of this is deep disrespect in not supporting the person when somebody was talking crap about you and they actually jumped on the train, and that created a fight. And they're saying, oh, it was a misunderstanding. No, it wasn't. You meant it when you said it. But that's another story. The reason is why. Why do you feel like the need to jump on the bandwagon, to be accepted by the family and the friends, or because you were angry and you took it out on this situation to let go of that resentment? I don't know. And that's up to you. That's why the Four of Swords is here. Is we got to look at this, because nobody's going to walk into the same relationship without changed behavior. And somebody saying, oh, it was a misunderstanding is not, it's disingenuous. So somebody's going to say, well, thanks, but no thanks. Nothing has changed here, and you're the same person I left a month, 2 weeks, 7 months ago, whatever. So this is kind of the vibe I'm getting, is the mistakes have to be owned. And right now, the 3 on the bottom is victim, lost soul, and misunderstood. So not owning it, that's a concern. So that I feel is more of a warning, and I will clarify, because again, I'm your nosy reader. And I'm looking out for you. I am a little nosy. I kind of want to know what this is about. All right, so we have time. And we have forgiveness. And I feel like that's kind of the party that is hearing this is somebody's waiting for this. I almost say you might have actually waited a couple of cycles. So this might have been maybe a person or two ago, and they're coming again, retrograde. I can't make it. Oh my God, I can't believe this is coming to me. So somebody from your past might be knocking on your door if it's not recent, and you've actually gone through a couple different relationships or cycles, lessons, and this person's waiting to either close out a cycle currently, or they're waiting for you to close out a cycle, and they're waiting for their timing to hit because you're in a relationship right now. And the other one is forgiveness, is I'm struggling to get over the past. This person's stuck. I can't even begin to tell you how much this person cannot move forward. I feel like this person's new chapter, they're putting all of their energy, and I got a very clear understanding of what's happening now. So this person that you left in the cold and you walked away from is coming back to have a conversation, and they are stuck in their head, can't move forward, can't have a new beginning because they want wish fulfillment with you, and they're waiting for their chance to come forward because you're in a situation. You're either dating somebody, you're started talking to somebody, but they're stuck. They can't move forward. And they want a passionate new beginning, and they're just waiting to get on that horse and come. They might actually show up regardless if you're in a relationship, and they know you are. Pisces, I don't know. Who are you dealing with? All right, so again, so there's going to be a conversation. Oof, it's going to be a Page of Wands. It's a passionate new conversation, and that is a conversation. It might be a text. It might be a phone call, but they are going to say, I felt like you didn't care. So I've heard that before a couple of times in several of these readings, is somebody chose to walk away. I can't believe it. It's kind of narcissistic if you ask me. If somebody says, well, I didn't feel like you really cared about me, so I stepped out. All right, that tells you a lot right there. Okay, and then we have unappreciated. Again, I felt like you didn't care. And this is craving, aching, and wanting. So they do want you back. They miss the crap out of you. They're going to come and have a conversation about what? Being a lover. And this is a divinely orchestrated relationship. So that being said, there were some lessons learned. I feel like you learned them, but somebody misses you and they want to redo the cycle. Okay, let's see what you're going to do. Tell me about Fantasy New Chapter, Sun, and the Three of Cups. What's happening here? Thank you. Any more? Thank you. Thank you. Anything? Okay. It's like the whole storyline here. Anything else? So yes, this person, there's one right here. Okay, can't make it up. On the bottom of the deck, I have the 5. I have the King of Wands in the reverse. So this person, I made a comment. It was snide and snarky, but I meant it because that's the behavior I got. Is I didn't feel like you liked me, so I stepped out. Yeah, it's your fault. It's your fault. You didn't show me enough appreciation and affection, even though I didn't tell you what I needed. We didn't have a conversation about it. I just, stepped out. Okay. I have severity, cruel, ruthless, opinionated, King of Wands in reverse. Right behind that, a world, wanting to undo the world. Check that out. Wants to come back and undo the stop that you created. I have, there's a delay because you're with somebody. Serious jealousy. That's the vibe getting off that card. Right behind that is a Chariot in reverse, unsuccessful. Lost at the last minute. So you might just say, no, thank you. I'm just telling you. And that's their fear. That's their first fear of the living in the fantasy. It's the 7 of Wands. So they see it, again, as threatened, insecure. That's the person I think you're dealing with. And then if that wasn't enough, Knight of Swords. Rushing in to have a strong, fearless, and it's very competitive in nature. Somebody wants to win at all costs. That doesn't necessarily mean they want a relationship. They just want to win over the other person and get you back. I have a Fool jumping in without thinking, right? There's that Fool I was saying. I said, I don't see a world. Where's my, I'm still waiting on, or not my world, my wheel. And then there's my Fool. So the Wheel of Fortune, I'm still not finding. I do have an Ace of Cups. I don't think you've made the decision. So this might be an actual very recent breakup for several of you. So if you haven't jumped into a new relationship yet, Pisces, you haven't walked down the door, that you haven't started a new chapter yet. So you're evaluating what you want to do. And it might even be months. Seriously, I feel like 4 months already. But you're sitting just kind of recovering from this and getting your feet under you. You're feeling good. You're feeling really hopeful. You're very energetic. You're healing. You're not out of the woods, but yeah. So Spirit is saying this person's going to come and offer you an Ace of Cups, a brand new beginning. But I also have the Seven of Swords, which means it's deceitful. And if you watch this weekend spread, I think this is kind of you might be one of the targets from that. So if you haven't had a chance, go back and watch it, because there's a lot of same vibes that are happening. I don't know if you can trust the genuineness and the authenticity of this person coming in. I almost feel like you broke up with them and this might be their get back. Not get you back, but just get back. Tell me, broken mistakes. I feel like I'm reading, I don't know, I could be wrong. I feel like I am going to say it. I feel like I'm reading for a guy. You might have broken up with somebody. Look at that, Devil and the Knight of Wands. Somebody's going to rush in and try to, nothing has changed. They do have a little bit of deceit in their heart. I feel like they're going to say, you're my one and only. And you, my friend, have healed. It's taken you a long time to heal over this. Oh my goodness. Like cried and prayed and felt insecure and all the feelings like we all do when we go through a breakup or some kind of disappointment. But I feel like this person's going to come back, love bomb the crap out of you, and then tell you all the things you want to hear, only to not change behavior and still not get rid of the previous partner. In fact, I still think they're with the previous partner when they're talking to you. They need to know if you want to move forward before they have a conversation. And that's only a slight handful of you. The rest of you, I feel, they're not going to give up their other partner. I think they're going to keep them and you as possible side piece. And I hate saying words like that, but you know what I mean. I hate the word option too. I don't know what else to say. Dessert. We gotta come up with a different name for that, because I can't stand it. We have Knight of Pentacles, so they are coming in. It's forward movement. They're planning on it. They've already made their decision. They're gonna come and offer it. They're thinking about what they're gonna say. I have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Again, the Queen of Swords in the upright is my Mafia Queen. Off with your head if you lie. In the reverse, she can be deceitful. That's the vibration I'm getting off this card. So I think there is a plan to get you back, but not just, not completely be honest with you about intentions. Nine of Wands, this is you. This is, again, you putting up every single wand in the ground. You are creating a protective boundary. That's what you're trying to do. And you're trying to protect your heart. You don't want to do this again. And then there's a World again in the upright. So I don't know if this is guidance from your spirit team or if this is you spent some time in meditation. I think you've thought a lot about why you keep picking people like this. I think that's my picker's broken. My picker's broken is what I just heard. Time, forgiveness, Nine of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Tell me more about this for Pisces. Let's give Pisces a high note. Come on. I'm looking for some positivity for Pisces. They're going to want to come back and ask you to release them from the burden. Forgive them is maybe the right word. They want to be your lovers. That's the second time this card's come up in your spread. The Seven of Pentacles. This is a little concerning because this is no reward. Again, I don't know if this is Spirit telling you, but this is what you remember is you gave more than this person. And I think they're going to come in and ask you and promise you that they're going to give you the invest, but they're out really for themselves. I don't know. I have the King of Cups here, and I have the King of Wands, or the Queen of Wands. So that's a pretty good. So the big-hearted guy who loves tremendously, and the Queen of Wands, who is my VP of marketing. But the Wands family historically are passionate, but not necessarily committed. How's that? Can I say that? So the King of Cups is. So he's the softball little league coach, right? And he loves deep. And he's support yourself before you can support others. And I think that's guidance. I think that was divinely guided for you, gentlemen, on the call or on the video or watching this, is that these folks have, I don't know what it is. It's almost like, forgive me again. I'm just going to speak what's on my mind. if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And take it as it resonates, and I can give all my disclaimers, but I feel like there's a sense of you where you are attracted to people that are a little bit broken because you can provide for them. You can protect them and give them shelter and give them money and give them resources and make them feel valued. You think you're adding to this person's life and giving them support and encouraging them to be independent. You're helping. And unfortunately, this person who you're helping is helping themselves more so, double portion, triple portion in certain cases, where it's not reconciled. It's not a equal give and take at all. They're totally, in my opinion, overstepping boundaries. Using is a good word. Your resources for their own personal gain and without intent. And this is the why I say this, is these two cards together is the Two of Cups with the inverted Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is celebratory, where the guy comes in and he's like, I'm victorious. This is not victorious. This is an utter fail, big L. And Spirit's saying, you can do this again. Sure, you can do this again, but you want this, and you're gonna get the same outcome you did the first round. Okay. All right, I could go on. Tell me about these last four cards. Longing, unappreciated. The Lovers, thank you. And the Page of Swords, or the Page of Wands. I kind of get the vibe. Can we give Pisces some direction here? What can we say to Pisces? Thank you. Anything else? That one wants to come out. Oh, there we go. I'll take that one instead. Yeah. I feel like the King of Swords almost came out again, and it says, think things through prior, from all perspectives before making a decision. Don't just think about, it wasn't that bad, whatever. I love this person, la la la. Do you love yourself more? Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles. So again, you're thinking, again, legacy, roots, security. This is what they're saying. I will provide you everything. I want to give you everything. I do want to have a long-term committed relationship with you. This is my marriage commitment card that looks like they're in a church, doesn't it? Like these two people are getting married. I also have the Five of Wands. Constant conflict, arguing, fighting. It's the actual title of the card. Argument, inner or outer conflict, struggle, tension, competition again. I have the Star in reversed, unfulfilled wish. That should be the title of this reading. Unfulfilled wish. Excessive pleasure, so somebody's going to overindulge again. So they might promise to change their behaviors. Where's that Devil card? Right here, the thing that was under mistakes. They might say they're going to change some of that, but only to find out nothing has changed. And again, I have the Hermit in reverse, which is darkness, hastiness, rashness, and mistrust. Dun, dun, dun. So that goes back to the King of Swords, and think about the whole picture before making a decision. Okay, that was awesome. Pisces, let's give Pisces some positive info. I'm going to do two more things for you, Pisces. Yeah, so thank you. I got an answer. I'm so excited. So if you should sever, because I don't see the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So either you're on it, and Spirit doesn't tell me about it, but I do see the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So this person historically has felt in the cold. You, however, may be getting some cash back, and it's a reward. So when I saw that card, I'm kind of pumped. So everything that you have invested, it doesn't have to be financial, because again, in Tarot, Pentacles are just resources. It could be love, it could be time, energy, whatever. You're going to find an equal give and take, again, more than what you gave. So if you gave 50%, you can anticipate 60, 70 back as a thank you or a balance. It's a Temperance card, right? Michael, the Archangel, trying to balance out the situation. And that's karma and blessings. So it's just consequence, right? So if you gave and gave and gave, and you've learned your lesson, and this isn't going to fulfill you, and you choose to not re-enter a toxic situation, just saying, you can choose. It doesn't matter. I'm not judging. I'm just telling you what's out in front of me here. Then you get your benefits back. You have a decision to make. Seriously, it's the Two of Wands. What else? This is where we're leaving it, I guess. I'm going to try to pull one more card. So the Two of Wands, is you're gotta look at the bigger picture and see if this person aligns with your beliefs. Don't think of how you're gonna help them and how it feeds your ego or vice versa, because it's a facade. And remember how you felt. Remember how you felt and how long it took for you to heal. Tell me more. Is that it? That's it? That's all I get, huh? One more? Can I get one more? Thank you. And I get the Five of Swords in the reverse. Strength. Your strength is tested. Be assertive, uncertain outlook, but you still carry a resentment. And the bottom of the deck is again King of Wands in the reverse. And again, it's not about gender. It's more about the characteristic of the card and what Spirit's trying to say. It's this person, you might remind yourself that this person may have been cruel or bitey or sarcastic or, put you down a lot. And Spirit's like, just remember that feeling. But there are some rewards if you choose to stay on your own wheel and benefit from that. Otherwise, I don't know if your rewards will continue, as it says, or you're gonna have to share them. I guess you can share them. That'd be an option. Anything else for the good of the group? Let me see. I'm gonna pull one more. I think the good of the group, because I just want you to leave you with a spiritual number for the week. Give me a number for Pisces. What can they focus on? All right, for Pisces. So the angel number is, your Sherpa tribe, your own Sherpa tribe that you have. That's too many. Don't have ability to intercede, but they do nudge, and they can nudge you through music, through repetition of numbers, words, right? Your number is 7. Ooh, excuse me. So let's read this. 7. You possess a very refined mind and a deep urge to uncover life's mystery. Your ability to acquire vast knowledge on both the informational and spiritual planes gives you a greater awareness than most. I am brilliant. And I think you might have to pull on that this week, Pisces, and think of a higher, put yourself in a higher vibration and look at this from a much larger perspective and say, is this fitting to me? Is this relationship feeding me and driving me to be a better person? Or is this maybe dragging you down a bit? And this was a lesson you've already learned and you don't need to repeat. Well, Pisces, I'm going to check in on you on Wednesday and just make sure we're all doing okay, hanging in there. I'm going to do a collective reading on Wednesday. It's a midweek pulse, as you all know. Take your pulse. I'm going to take your pulse. In the meantime, if you like this vibe, couple things. I will be brief. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't. It sure helps me. It's free. Push the little button, and that way when I upload new content, you'll be notified. Second is leave a positive comment and hit the like button, please. Lastly is now I have people that actually can join the tribe officially. And if you want to be a member, it's in the link attached to this video. So thank you very much for your attention and your time today. And hopefully this message gave you some guidance. Love and light until Wednesday. Take care.